All of us, when we heard the story of Celeste Rivas Hernandez, we were all appalled, we were all shocked, and it affected me in a particular way. I just have to say something. I'm going to start with leveling with you, because if we don't get some understanding, this will continue to happen. So, a teenager or a kid, and adults are always going on about how good you have it. And it's true that adults have a tendency to lose sight almost immediately of why they were emotional as a teen beyond hormones. And especially once you do grow up and you do start working, it is hard. Like, you just think of the good times of your childhood. Like me, for example, I feel like I had such a good time as a kid, and then when I tell people about it, they say, wow, so you had a rough childhood? And I'm like, no. So, once you're away from that, you tend to let go of a lot of the anger you had then. So this leads to a disconnect. That leads to an opening that people like David can take advantage of. Because if we don't care to even understand why our kid thinks their life is unfair, life is hard, then we make it so easy for someone with nefarious intent to come in and say, I understand you. I know why your life is hard. Let me make it better. Remember that the difference between being an adult and a child is control. When you're a kid, if your parent gets a job in a different state and you have to move, you can't do anything about it. You're not going to know ahead of time. If your parents decide to get a divorce, they know what that means. They have the context to understand how hard this will be. But as a kid, you don't. If one of your parents decides to gamble all the rent money and you have to move, you just have to move. You have no control over whether they do that. You don't have any control over who their new boyfriend is or just what you'll be having for dinner tonight. And I know that dating an older person makes it feel like finally something is your choice, finally something in your power, but it's not. Unfortunately, the grown-up still has the power in this case. For the simple fact that they have the knowledge, they have the experience. I'm going to make another part to this. If you want to see it,